Alright, so let's create the course model for this video. So let's start out with just creating a model called course with migrations added to it. And here we want to have the create courses table. And let's make sure that we have a string which is going to be the value of a title for the course. That is going to be required. And then we're going to have a slug as well, which is going to be unique. We also want the ability to provide a description, which is going to be a text-based value here because it may be longer. And I want to make sure this is nullable because you may not choose to have a description. And we also want to have what is going to be the duration, which is going to be an integer. We want to have a meta description as well. Again, that can be nullable. And outside of that, later on, we're going to be using the curator plugin as well for this. So we want to make sure that essentially we add in a media ID, which we're going to be adding later down the line. But that's basically how we're going to be getting a thumbnail for it. So I'm not going to do that now because this video is not going to show you how to install the curator plugin for FilamentPHP. All we're really just doing here is just migrating this and setting up basic of the table. So let's migrate this table now. Perfect. All right, so the only other thing I want to do to leave this video off with before we head into the next video, where we will be installing the media creator plugin and then adding in the ability to create courses, not with the lessons yet, but just the course resource, is I just want to make the filament resource, which is just going to be left empty for now. So I'm going to call this course resource. And if we head into our FilamentPHP application, you can see we have this here where it's completely empty. So that's all working, which is great. So that's pretty much all for this video. The only other thing I want to do, which is a neat small feature you can do, is if you want all of the links to be using the wire navigate feature, you want to add in the spanner to the admin panel provider, which you can find inside the app folder. And inside here, you just head into the providers folder. And then here you would then go in and find the filament provider. So with that all sorted now, you have the ability now to add in the spa feature there. So the only other thing you could also do is we want to make sure that we have the fillable properties done before we head off to the next video. So let's go ahead in here and say protected fillable. And in here we want to just have a title, slug, description, duration, and we also want the meta description as well. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching it, and I'll see you in the next one.